Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Ajone Anime here, and today we're just gonna do some talking. In today's video, I want to talk about gatekeeping and piracy, specifically for anime. I mean, that's the point of this channel. So I want to talk about gatekeeping in anime fandom, and I want to talk about pirating anime. If you're interested in those things, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave a comment, like the video, you know, all of those things. So let's just get into it. This week, Mother's Basement, he made a video about how he thinks people should, like, the order he would recommend people watch Jojo in if they don't want to start from episode 1. He's not telling them not to start from episode 1, but if you don't want to start from episode 1, he gave an order in which he think you could watch it. And then that caused like a huge debate on if you're not gonna watch it from episode 1, just don't watch it. And then he kind of called that gatekeeping, and I don't really understand why he would call that gatekeeping, because in my opinion that isn't gatekeeping. Simply because telling someone to watch an anime from episode 1 isn't gatekeeping, it's just a suggestion, because at the end of the day they can do as they please and you cannot stop them. They can watch it from, if they want to watch JoJo's from part 3, skip part 1 and 2 and jump to part 5, then go back to part 4. Like, you can't stop them. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, to you it might seem illogical and weird, but how you choose to experience your anime and how they choose to experience their anime is two different experiences. And at the end of the day, it not hurt nobody, it not hurt you, it not hurt them. I don't think telling someone they should watch it from episode 1 is gatekeeping. I can see where it crosses over into gatekeeping when you start to say that, oh, you're not a real fan if you don't watch it from episode 1 straight through to episode 158. I'm just like, okay, cool, but that's not true though. That's not true. You cannot tell me I'm not a real fan because I didn't watch it how you watched it. I'm still as much as a fan as you are. I don't need to earn my title as a fan. I don't need to earn my title as an anime, as someone who likes anime. So you can't tell me, say, I'm not a fan if I don't watch it this way, if I don't watch it in this order, if I don't watch a certain title, if I don't like things that you like. You can't tell me I'm not a fan. And in those ways, you're gatekeeping. You're gatekeeping if you're telling me, oh, I'm not a real anime fan if I've never watched this. It's like, oh my god, look how, like, anime is anime. It doesn't matter, like, it doesn't matter what title it is. Anime is anime, and if I like anime, I like anime. I don't need to watch Neon Genesis Evangelion to be a fan. I'm just saying that you can watch one title. You can be 19 episodes into Demon Slayer and decide that you're an anime fan, and you're an anime fan. Nobody can stop you. Like, some weeb, some know-it-all weeb is gonna come and tell you that, oh, you didn't start at Toonami like I did. You didn't start at Dragon Ball Z. You never watched Naruto, and moreover, you never watched Naruto, and moreover, you started at Shippuden. You didn't even watch Naruto, so you're not a fan. You're not welcome into this boys club. Yeah, first of all, anime is a boys club. One thing I hate is when people think I'm watching anime for man. Like, why would I do something like that? Why would I do something waste my time just so I can entertain men? I'm just saying, women mostly aren't watching anime for men. Gatekeeping is wrong. It's ridiculous to tell someone they're not a fan because they don't like what you like, they don't watch what you watch. And if your entire personality is built on, oh, you watch a certain anime in a certain order and you've been watching it since 2014 and you know everything about it, like, yes, knowledge is good and having passion and liking things is good, but if your only source of pride is that and is all of those things I just listed, and you use it to make others feel bad because they're not as knowledgeable as you are, you need to go outside and touch grass, because you have some work to do, some internal work to do, because your entire personality cannot be that you watched a certain anime from 2008 up until now and you've never missed an episode. You've read every page of the manga and you know everything about it more than anyone else. And you use all of that to rub it in someone's face as if it's your only accomplishment in life. I'm telling you that you need, for the sake of yourself and the rest of us, just go outside and touch some grass. It's just pointless to tell somebody how to watch them anime. You, like, at the end of the day, you cannot tell me how to watch my anime. Ideally, let's not get it twisted. Ideally, you're supposed to watch it from episode 1. You should watch it the way the creator intended you to watch it, simply because that's the best way to experience their work. But once they put their work out there, they can't tell you what to do. They can only hope that you watch it in order and you take away from it what they intend for you to take away from it. But like, them cannot control that. Once I put it out there, they know it's out of their control. As someone who creates content, I just know that once I put it out there, there's not much I can do about it in terms of how I force you to interact with it. I would like for you guys to subscribe, but I can't force you to do it. So they would like you to watch their creations and their shows from episode 1 straight through to whatever, but they can't force you. And hey, somebody might like the new perspective you bring when you watch it from episode 25. Who knows, the creators might actually like to hear how your experience was that way. At the end of the day, they're in the business of entertaining and retaining their fandom. And if they can entertain and retain their fandom, no matter how the fandom decide to consume them product, they've won, because them are gonna make money. And why wouldn't we want more anime fans? There's something that a lot of people seem to forget, is that anime isn't made for us in the West. Japan, like, anime's first market will always be Japan, and there's nothing we can change about that. And that's when people talk about when people talk about localizations and stuff like that. They don't want any of that because the social justice warriors are getting a hold of it. I'm just like, for the most part, it's not a major story theme that's lost in most cases, and it's not that big of a deal. It really isn't. It just simply makes it a tad bit more relatable. And at the end of the day, like I said, Japan will always be anime's first market, and they're making anime for Japan, and we just haven't forget it. We just haven't forget it over here in the West. So let people live. Let people watch anime how them want watch it. Ideally if you watch it from episode 1, but what you have to do, when you take into context stuff like One Piece that has, I don't know at this point, like maybe like over 1,000 episodes, maybe, I'm not sure. You just look at that and it's overwhelming, and you don't particularly want to start from episode 1, so you just like choose an arc and you start from that arc and you move on. And I think that's fine, because there's a huge One Piece community on YouTube that is here to, like, that can tell you what happened in all of the other arcs that you missed. There's no harm in skipping some parts of One Piece, because they're people who are going to tell you what happened. Their videos, their channels dedicated to telling you what happened in those, from episode 1 straight back to episode 1000 or whatever. Like, there's even a podcast called One Piece Virgin, run by some of the, the bigger creators. You don't even need to watch it if you just want to be knowledgeable enough to have some conversations. If you go to an expo, you can watch them video there. You don't even need to watch it. Like, ideally you're supposed to watch it and come up with your own opinions, but you don't need to do that. You can just watch somebody else video, like them take them time out to create the video and create the content. So just watch that if you don't want to watch One Piece. And you can find that for just about any shonen out there. You can find videos on telling you what happened from episode 1 to the end. There are people that review anime episode by episode, and you can find one of those channels and just watch that. So I'm just saying, there's no harm in skipping. I don't mind. I wouldn't tell you not to do it, because you can do anything you want, and you can also work around it. Takeaway: let people watch anime how they want. Don't tell them they're not fans because you have a full My Anime list and they don't even have an account, and it's like, it's not that serious. You can still be a fan if you just like one show. And don't go around like quizzing people on things they say they like. They don't need to know everything. Like, you don't need to know everything about something that you like. You just know that you like it. Like, you've never had that feeling before. On the note of letting people watch anime how they want, I know someone's gonna be like, oh, does that mean they should watch their anime pirated and not support the industry? Logically, letting people watch anime how they want does include allowing them to watch it wherever they choose. Because once again, you can't beat them. You can't hold them and tell them what to do. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do apart from be angry? Like, you're going to waste your energy and be angry over what somebody else do? That makes sense to you? Tell me if that makes sense. And also, it's come to my attention that people close caption my videos, and I just want to say that the closed captions aren't going to help, simply because Jamaican is not a recognized language internationally. So there's no official translation, and I'm sorry if there are parts of the video that you don't understand. You can tell me in the comments and I can try to explain it to you in English. So if there's stuff that you have difficulty understanding, just let me know, or you can @ me on Twitter. My Twitter is @Joni with 3 underscores. Like I said, anything you don't understand, I will try my best to explain if you just let me know. This week we lost Kiss Anime and Kiss Manga. The loss of those two sites brought up the whole controversy of pirating your anime versus watching it legally and blah blah blah, all of that. I just want to say, like, technically, let's just get the technical stuff out of the way. So piracy happens when people without license to distribute and show certain things, or certain things like music and TV shows, would go ahead and distribute and show it to you. Piracy has been something that's been plaguing media companies and entertainment companies for a while now, from like LimeWire, from them days there, when back in the early 2000s, when peer-to-peer share filing was the thing. Piracy was always happening, but how it became big in the early 2000s was that people were frustrated with their cable bundles because they'd be paying all of this money to watch one channel. That's the only channel they want out of the bundle. They don't want the rest of the channels, and they couldn't pay for what they wanted. And sometimes you'd have to pay for more than one bundle because the stuff you wanted wasn't all in one bundle. So it was pretty frustrating because you're paying all of this money and you still can't watch what you want to watch. So people were just like, you know what, I'm gonna find this on the internet some other way. Someone is gonna send this to me. And we had the whole peer-to-peer share filing thing, and then companies were bleeding out because they were like losing their customers, and they were like, how are we gonna fix this? What are we gonna do? I'm just like, well, you could have fixed this by making cable more accessible and more affordable by letting people pay for what they want to watch. But no, who am I? I didn't go to school for marketing. So Netflix came about through because of all of that. Netflix was just like, hey, how about we put everything in one place for a low monthly fee, and you can just watch it without ad breaks, back to back. And then binge watching came about. Netflix came about, and binge watching came about. Netflix was so successful that every media company and every entertainment company wanted a piece of the pie. And as such, they started to pull their shows from Netflix, create their own streaming site, and then now we have all these streaming sites, and then like titles are everywhere. You can't, like, you pay all of your money, you subscribe to Netflix, and you subscribe to Amazon, and you subscribe to Hulu, and at the end of the day, you still can't watch everything where you want to watch, and it's frustrating to you as a consumer because you pay all of this money and you still can't watch where you want to watch. So people just went back to pirating. Yeah, media was inaccessible once again, and people went back to pirating. They made it accessible for themselves. In the case of anime, we have, for us in the West, and I'm not even including Jamaica in that statement because them even meds it over here. So for, you know, the big Western countries like North America, UK, New Zealand, Australia, them place there, Ireland, those places, right? Them have Funimation, Crunchyroll, and Viz Media for the manga. So technically, those are the only 3 places that I know of. The only 3 places legally that I know of that you should go to get your anime and your manga. But between the two of them, between Funimation and Crunchyroll, can make one. They don't have everything you want to watch. What you wanna, after you subscribe to Crunchyroll and Funimation and Viz Media and all of those things and Shonen Jump and everything, there's still things that you like, some niche obscure title from your childhood, and you used to watch it in 4 parts on YouTube. There's just something that they don't have that you need to watch. And what are you gonna do? Don't watch it? My moral compass don't really swing that way. You're going to find a website that allows you to watch what you want to watch whenever you want to watch it. In that case, there's no harm in that because you're already paying your subscription for Crunchyroll, Funimation, and Viz. They still don't cater to all your needs, and you want to be entertained, so you go and seek out that entertainment elsewhere. And I know one of the voice actors was on Twitter. I think one of Funimation voice actors was on Twitter saying, "Oh, if it's not available in your region, just don't watch it." I'm just like, you can't tell me that. I want to watch it, so I go watch it, and you can't stop me. Like, what do you mean don't watch it? What do you mean? What do you mean don't watch it because it's not available to me? You can't tell me that. I'm gonna watch it, and that's for them. That's the company's fault. It's their fault for not providing what I want to watch. It's their fault for not even providing it in my region. Also, with the subscriptions for Funimation and Crunchyroll, like you can't just subscribe to one, and that's frustrating. You pay your money so you can watch it easily in one place, but you have some seasons of My Hero Academia on Funimation, and I think Crunchyroll only has season 4 or something like that. Either that or I'm region lock. I don't know. The media companies cause piracy on themselves because they don't give us everything we want to watch, and it's not possible for them to give us everything we want to watch. I don't think it's possible because there's always going to be someone that wants to watch something that they can't afford to license, or they don't think is viable to license because there's not a big enough market for it. So piracy is gonna always be around. I'm not saying I'm in support of it, but I'm saying I'm aware of why it happens and why it's not going anywhere. And there's no proof to show that piracy equals one loss of a sale. Like, there's no guarantee that the person that pirated that content was going to spend their money. In most cases, people that pirate do spend money on merch, and you know, you spend your childhood watching certain shows and reading manga, and when you're older and you have income, you're like, okay, I'm gonna buy this manga collection and I'm gonna buy these figurines. So they do end up spending their money in the industry, so it's not that big of a deal. Someone might be sitting there and be like, but Ajani, doesn't pirating hurt the anime industry? Aren't we supposed to support the anime industry? Well, let me tell you something. The anime industry, the global anime industry, is valued at US $20 billion, like not million, billion, and I don't understand how money works, so that number isn't even real. That was off 2018, and in 2018 it was coming off its sixth consecutive high, so it's been growing since 2012. The anime industry has been getting bigger and bigger, and it hasn't stopped growing since. And as of 2018, the same year that they valued it at $20 billion, Crunchyroll had paid $100 million for their licensing fees to studios in Japan. So I don't really want to do the math, but to me that sounds like that's a drop in the bucket. How much Crunchyroll gives the industry is a drop in the bucket compared to how much the industry makes and is worth. And when you go on their FAQs, they say they indirectly help the industry because they have to pay to license the shows to show them here legally. And yeah, we don't know that. We know they have to pay to license the show, but their licensing fee isn't as big as they would want you to think. Your subscription fee, the money that you pay to Crunchyroll and the money that you pay to Funimation, doesn't directly go to the creators. It goes to Crunchyroll and it goes to Funimation. It goes to those companies in the West because at the end of the day, people are in any industry to make money. They're gonna do anything to ensure that the money stays in their pockets, even if it's to tell you that piracy is bad for the industry and it hurts the industry, they're gonna tell you that so you can think that, oh, I have to watch every anime I watch on Crunchyroll or Funimation because I'm helping the industry, when that might not be the case. At the end of the day, you're lining Crunchyroll and Funimation's pockets. You're not putting the money directly into the creator's hands. Your money's not going to Japan. It's just helping Crunchyroll and Funimation. And I'm not saying you shouldn't pay your subscriptions. I'm just saying that think about where your money is actually going, and it's not to Japan. So if Crunchyroll and Funimation doesn't have something you want to watch, by all means find some other way to watch it. Additionally, when industries seek to cut out their black market, they actually can do more harm to the white market than the black market, because like there's no guarantee that you can ever stop the black market. I don't think you can. And there's been proof that if you open up your white market to include more, it also opens up the black market. And if you close your white market to include less, your black market still grows. So you can't avoid it, because yay, no more kiss anime, no more kiss manga. But about 10 more sites are gonna pop up in their absence. There are already other sites out there that people know about, that people are sharing, because they're not the only sites out there, and they won't be the only sites. Yeah, them will come and try lock down the other site then, but more sites are gonna continue to appear. You can't get rid of them. It's really how it is. You can't get rid of your black market. There isn't much to do about that. You just have to leave it. Piracy can't exactly be considered theft, so it's a moral gray area that we're operating in, but things aren't black and white. Let's get rid of binaries everywhere. I don't know why binaries exist. So you're just a moral gray area, and you kind of just figure out what you're doing. It's just make the decision that is best for you and your pocket. So that's to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Leave a comment down below. What do you think? What's gatekeeping for you? Is there an instance where you felt like you were being gatekept? And subscribe, hit the notification bell on your way out so you'll be updated when I post more videos. And yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.